right, so you come back to Texas. I mean, you come back to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then what, was you rapping already or no?
Yeah, I was rapping. I had started rapping when I was 14. The storm hit when I was 15. I got shot when I was 16. I shot back to the city probably like around 17. But I was, you know, rapping like after I had then got shot and shit. I was that just gave me some more shit to really talk like on some real shit, cause I was always rapping like about real shit, like shit that was really going on, like we gonna spin on something, go, you know what I'm saying, record and make a song about that. We about to go jack a nigga, we gonna make a song about that. Like that's how the whole rider music thing even came about. Like rider music, nigga was really riding on shit and going lay that shit down. There was no way I could deliver that shit that perfect like that without really living like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on that note, but fuck, and I wasn't always like nice with the flow. Like I was just, that's how I know like anything you put your mind to, you could do it. Like, cause when I was 14 and I first started rapping, I was saying some nice shit for a 14-year-old, but it wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? But I just kept, and like I really got that shit perfected, like to the T, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So after the years go by, you rapping. You dropped out of school. What was you doing to make money while you wasn't at school?
Hustling and shit, you know, in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? You know the environment, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really gotta get into details, but I had caught a charge too, a distribution charge, possession with intent to distribute, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the environment I was caught up with. I had got papers on that shit though, so, you know, moving around. Nigga wasn't never really ballin', like nigga wasn't never really on. I ain't about to like, you know, I was on, and nigga wasn't never really on. Nigga petty hustling, just, you know what I'm saying, getting by, get fresh kicks, and you know what I'm saying.
Did your mom ever try to like get you to go back to school though?
She ain't never really try to get me to go back to school, but she ain't want me in the city though. Like moms was always scared for a nigga. Moms would be like, before I lose you to the streets, somebody need to kick me in my ass, like just anything. Like she just, you know, always wanted the best for me, but you know, streets suck a nigga in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, so time goes by, you hustling, you're not going to school. When did you start taking rap serious and consistent?
Once I really started taking it serious, when I was 18, like when I really was like, when I made 18, my little niece, Ray, she had like her first birthday party when I was 18, and I had ran into Mr. Mino at the party. That's Mr. Mino right there, Partners in Crime. He was a group called Partners in Crime. They like legends in our city, you know what I'm saying? But I was at my niece's party and I was just spitting, like, you know, just really going in clips. And Mina was like, he heard me spitting, like, he was like, you know, we exchanged numbers or whatever. He was like, man, come to the venue tomorrow. I'm gonna introduce you to Juvenile, who was with Cash Money, you heard me? So I'm like, he's saying that or whatever, you know, you know what I'm saying? But when I called him, he was like, come through. I came through, he introduced me to Juve. I spit for Juve, you know what I'm saying? And I was fucking with Juve and them, you know what I'm saying, with making songs. I was on 2 songs on Juve album too, that Cocky and Confidence. I was on 2 songs on there, so, and I had got a check for the two verses I did. I got a check from Atlantic Records for $4,000 for 2 verses. And I was just like 18 or 19, so I was like, they paid me 4 racks for that. I knew I got a whole whole basement full of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm gonna get off that, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I really started taking it serious, once I got them 4 stacks from Juve, you know what I'm saying, from Atlantic Records. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't selling drugs, I'm rapping.
Yeah, I've been in New Orleans several times. Like every time I come to New Orleans, it's a different guy. The last
True.
interview, you know, Calvin, Before that, it was a few other artists. But this time, I'm here interviewing you.
True.
And like months ago, I asked everybody in New Orleans who was next, and I didn't hear about you.
True, because I was in jail though.
Okay, for what?
True. I was on the convicted felon with a firearm and attempt murder charge. You hear me? I got sentenced to 5 years, 85% of that. I was supposed to do 4.5. I got in the good time program, knocked off a year, so I did 3.5 on that
so
shit.
You did 3.5 during that time. So you just now recently get
out? I just come on.
Okay, so how did Birdman find out about you? Because that's when everybody.
True, Birdman. I was like, to be told, I was already like really buzzing in the city, like and really doing my thing, like really passing my CDs out, riding around, hanging up them flyers, doing what I need to do, like, you know what I'm saying? And Birdman, big homie, he from uptown. He out the, Magnolia. I'm from out Carrollton, but all that's uptown. So, when you're doing your thing, making noise, you know what I'm saying? You gon' be catching these people's ears or catching these people's eyes. And once I met Bird, once we linked up, it was just, like, you know what I'm saying? We locked it in, big business, cash money, rich gang it don't bang, little bitty bitch.